Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad's
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football. That's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now a give, running left is Harris. 2 yards, good and first.
But we always talk about good down and distance. Offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
Hurry, hurry!
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check right. Miss red.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Here's Mostert. And he pushes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there. A full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England trying to get a place on offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be of the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now out come the Patriots. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder, pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. There, putting that one through the pipes.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 36, Jones. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Escaping. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the... It's Myers. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm looking. Well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man complete. A very solid game.